Hi Cancer, so welcome to your weekly tarot reading. I'm going to pull you an additional guidance card before I shuffle the rest of the cards. Give me a minute till I tune into this one card, please, for Cancer. Okay. Oh, actually, give me a minute. I need to start the shuffling again. There's too many cards coming out. I only want one. There's definitely a story here though. Fork in the road, a soulmate card. Give me a minute. Yeah, you got it again. The blessed card. As above, so below. Very much the same card as the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is one of these cards as the blessed card, and you're not allowed to shout at me, Cancer. That can be quite challenging cards because love can be incredibly challenging. Yeah. Anyhow, can I find out more about what this means? I think some of you might be at a fork in the road regarding this card, because the fork in the road card kept flashing at me, and so does the Two of Wands. Okay, but let's 6 cards please to tell me about the story of Cancer. Okay, you're getting Queen of Wands. Okay, sorry, my cards went Temperance, 5 of Wands, Head and Heart, going in separate directions. Yeah, there you go. Ace of Cups, and your relationships, how other people are showing up for you. Yeah, Lovers next to it. Then there we go. Oh God, the 4 of Pentacles. There we go. This is sometimes this challenge. I found it repeatedly when the Ace of Cups and the Blessed card appears. It's that dance of openness and closeness. So we can either see that as a difficulty, or, you know, like dances like the tango, and it's actually what creates this very, very dynamic attraction going on. Yeah, after the 4 comes the 2 of Cups. But boy, is there a little bit of a struggle going on here. It's only minor arcanas. So the minor arcanas are states of mind that we meet in everyday life. Yeah. And then what we're dealing with is the states of mind of everyday life with universal forces such as the Ace of Cups. Sometimes it appears the struggle's coming from one person, but obviously that becomes their struggle. But I think it's obviously the struggle between opening to the Ace and keeping your heart closed in the 4. Okay, and what's behind you is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is about confidence, personal power, you know, owning your own life force and your own energy, knowing exactly what you want. Queen of Wands tends to be one of the most popular of all queens, because we feel really, really in charge of our own destiny, our own life force. Love the Queen of Wands. And right next to it is Temperance as the gift. Really interesting gift. The Temperance comes right after the Death card. Some of yous might have taken some huge risks, by the way, because the Temperance card is hugely vulnerable. But in this vulnerability, she has this incredible soul power. She floats in water and she doesn't drown in it anymore, which means she's taken charge of her own emotions, her own world, her own fears. And she's maybe gone through a little bit of a death process in the Death card, but she's came out in this incredibly balanced way. Very interesting. You're the 3rd sign to get these 2 cards together. Anyhow, 5 of Wands is the challenge. Head and Heart, pulling in separate directions. Not sure about the way forward. I kept seeing the Fork in the Road card, so I got already that was your theme. And when the Blessed card appears, it's just about always the same theme. Other people are showing up for you as the Ace of Cups. My problem with the Ace of Cups is there's an awful lot of feeling, but it's when it moves to the page that there tends to be a movement forward, okay? So whoever's showing up in your relationship, there's an awful lot of deep feeling here, guys. It doesn't get much more deep feeling in the Ace of Cups. And it looks like they've overcame the 5, the hidden heart, and they're going forward to try and express some emotion, okay? Because the Lover's card is the central issue. It's right under the Temperance card, which is about vulnerability. It's about exposure. It's basically your shred of skin, and you're allowing yourself to be seen and to be vulnerable. But here we go with that 4 of Pentacles. I'm sorry, I nearly swore there. And I don't mean it. I didn't mean it that way. But it's almost like the universe has this sense of humour. And I don't know why. Maybe we get these challenges in order to access the energy to overcome it. So we activate our soul power. So the 4 of Pentacles is a little bit of a withholding card, guys. I've got to tell you it. But after that comes the 2 of Cups. So it's definitely a little bit of guarding, or the other person, or both of you, are guarding against this connection. Why is this going on for Cancer, please? Give me one card about why it's going on. Apart from the fork in the road, yeah. Why is the other person coming across it that way? Yeah, 9 of Wands, PSD card. Very much someone who tends to be... Now, every single one of us has a 9 of Wands, guys, okay? These are universal principles. But the 9 of Wands can be about someone who's so overly guarded. In my other decks, he wears a bandage because he's been in a war. And not wanting to open and not wanting to reveal themselves. So this is where the 5 and the 4 are coming from. I think they're going to overcome something with that Ace and that 6 of Wands. So tell me about what they're going to overcome. Yeah, King of Cups. It's only going to be a toe dipping in. Because remember, you've mastered the water element here, which means you've got some mastery over your emotions. You've shred an old identity. The King of Cups, I adore this card. But because we're dealing with maybe a little bit of resistance, he dips his toe in. But he's very much still sitting in a little bit of an awkward position. But boy, are they trying, Cancer. What to do about this reading? What should Cancer do? Oh, Page of Swords. Communicate. Anything else? One more card for Cancer. But what you should do. Okay, you get the World card. Saturn, personal mastery, talks about all the essential issues in our life. Sometimes it's a card about accomplishment, so going after very worldly goals. I don't want you to do it, Cancer, at the expense of the love connection. I think maybe you've been asked to be willing to see and what this person's bringing forward to you. If these were coming from me, I would definitely be open to see what this person's bringing forward to me. The 4 of Pentacles won't make it easy. But clarify both these cards. The Empress, yeah. You know what, Cancer? I'm actually not confused because I can sort of see the dynamic here. There is one hell of a love going on here. The Blessed card tends to be. But boy, is there walls against it. Sometimes the walls come from other people. Sometimes they come from us. Some people would argue it's exactly the same dynamic. And what the person brings us is what we're here to... That's why we go through the Death card. It's why we transmutate, let go of old identities in order to find more emotional balance, more Jupiter or Sagittarius energy, that arrow. There's something huge going on here. And I'm not confused, but I think only the person really watching understands what the dynamics are going on here. Yeah. And I'll be back next week, Cancer, and loads of love with what's going on this week for you. I would keep my heart wide open. At least try to see how the other person's going to show up for you. Okay? Loads of love, Cancer. Bye.